And we welcome you to the Fiserv Forum here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're back with another NBA2K26 presentation of my 2025-2026 season playthrough. We are now in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals featuring the Orlando Magic and the Milwaukee Bucks, where the Magic came out on top 94-93 to take the first game of the series here. As we have the starting lineups for Jamal Mosley's squad, we have Suggs, Bane at the guards, followed by De Silva and Banchero at the forwards, and Carter Jr. at center. And for the Bucks, we got Porter Jr. and Taurean Prince at the guards, just like Game 1. Kuzma and Antetokounmpo at forwards, and then Turner at center here. As I said, the Magic are looking to try to take the first two games here in Milwaukee. They stole Game 1, coming back from 9 down in Game 2. As we see here, the Bucks will win the tip here. They're in their Cream City uniforms, City Connect uniforms, actually. As you can see, they're totally different. As you can see, Bane coming down with the rebound there. Banchero feed it over to Suggs, and Suggs will get the first 2 points of the game. 2-0 Milwaukee already here. You see, Jalen Suggs only had 8 points in the game. In that Game 1 victory, but he did have 2 big three-pointers. You see Miles Turner will miss that one as De Silva coming down with the rebound. As you see, Suggs did have 2 big three-pointers in that Game 1. That was part of that comeback that's actually set up Desmond Bane's game-winning. As you see, that's a game-winning 3 with 2.6 seconds to play in Game 1. You see Banchero stepping out of bounds. De Silva getting the start for the second game in a row, as Franz Wagner is going to be out for a little bit. He's day-to-day with an injury, but he's probably going to be out for an extended amount of time in the series here. See, Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Bobby Portis Jr. Portis Jr. will shoot the 2. That's no good, as Antetokounmpo gets the offensive rebound back over to Taurean Prince. Feeds it back over to Porter Jr. 5 on the shot clock. Feeds it back to Giannis. Giannis will put the shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs back over to Desmond Bane. As we're nearing 2 minutes into the first quarter here. 8 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Carter Jr. And Carter Jr. with his first 2 points. And it's 4-0 Milwaukee already. Or 4-0 Orlando already, I should say, as Giannis coming around. He has it. He'll drive to the hoop. He'll get the slam dunk, and the Bucks are on the board, I should say, as we're over 2 minutes into the game. 4-2 Milwaukee on top. Jalen Suggs inside right now, feeds it over to Bane. Bane will shoot the 3. That's no good. And Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line here. Feeds it over to Taurean Prince. Prince feeds it back over to Kuzma. Kuzma holding it over to Prince. Back over to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it back to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Kyle Kuzma, first 3 points of the game. And it's 5-4 Milwaukee, leading it for the first time, as Kuzma had 8 points in that Game 1 loss here. As Antetokounmpo coming down with a rebound off the miss. Giannis coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good. That's 7 unanswered for the Bucks. And they're up by 3. Giannis averaging 26.3 points a game in that game this season here at home. Desmond Bane shooting a 3. He drains it. First 3 points of the game there. Desmond Bane with 27 points, leading Milwaukee in score, or Orlando in scoring, including hitting that game-winning 3 to win the game. Steal Game 1 as Miles Turner coming around with the layup. That's good. The Bucks on top by 2 once again. Suggs feeding it over to Desmond Bane as we're nearly 4 minutes into the first quarter. 14 on the shot clock. Bane will shoot the 3. That's no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Needs it back over to Portis Jr. Bane, 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting and 1 rebound. He has 1 assist as well. Needs it back over to Turner. Turner, who will miss that one, and Banchero coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Bane. Bane will shoot the three. That's no good. Antetokounmpo with it. Lining over to Kuzma. Kuzma drives it over to Turner. Turner will get the layup. That's good. And the lead is up to 4 for Milwaukee. 3 games this season against the Magic. You see Miles Turner averaging 19.3 points a game. Banchero shooting the 3 in and out. Turner coming down with the rebound. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Prince. Back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. That's in there. That's 6 for him and a 6-0 run. And the lead is up to 6 for the for the Milwaukee Bucks. So we're over 5 minutes into the first quarter here. See 15 on the shot clock. Banchero for 3, his first 3 of the game. And that'll put an end to that 6-0 run on the road for Banchero. 23.9 points a game. Look at Giannis, though, with the bucket. That's 8 for him. And the lead is up to 5 again for Milwaukee, as we'll have our first timeout of the game for Orlando calling the timeout. We're going to take one as well. 6:34 to play in the first. 15-10, Milwaukee on top. Coming out of the timeout here, we see Giannis Antetokounmpo, the second leading scorer at 35.2 points a game. Just a little behind Kevin Durant. But Giannis, I have a feeling, will probably be number 1 before the end of the season, before the end of the series is over with, because Kevin Durant is done for the season. Carter Jr. taking the inbound from Carter Jr., or De Silva, I should say. Feeds it back over to Suggs to Banchero. Paolo Banchero. Coming around, 5 on the shot clock. Banchero will lose it as Antetokounmpo coming down. Feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. will lose it as De Silva come in with the steal. De Silva will hold on to that one right now. 17 on the shot clock. De Silva feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero with the slam dunk. That's 5 for him already. Banchero averaged 24 points a game during the regular season as we're over the halfway point of the first quarter, 15-12. The Bucks on top. Antetokounmpo, he'll shoot it from inside the paint. That's good. That's already 10 points for him. 17-12, Milwaukee on top. It's it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane holding onto it with 15 on the shot clock. Desmond Bane, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. 6 points for him already, and the Magic within 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo still holding on to this one right now. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma. 10 on the shot clock. Kuzma driving it. He'll shoot. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Jalen Suggs still holding on to that one right now. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeds it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. will get the layup. That's good. Or the put up. That's good. And we are tied at 17. That's a 10-4 run right now by the Magic. As we see Antetokounmpo holding on to that one right now. That's stolen by Banchero, as Bane will have it now. Bane just holds on to it, feeds it over to Jalen Suggs. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Banchero. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Paolo Banchero with 8 points. And the Magic are on top by 3. It's a 13-4 run now in nearly the last 3 minutes of play. The Magic's largest lead was 4. The Bucks led by as many as 6 early on in this game. Antetokounmpo, it looks like he may have traveled for a second as Kevin Porter Jr. with it. 3 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Prince. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Tristan De Silva. As I said, getting the start in the series over Franz Wagner, who is out with an injury right now. Banchero, he'll shoot. That is no good. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Kevin Porter Jr. with it crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Miles Turner. 10 on the shot clock now. Back over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis driving. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound for the spurt for the Magic. Jalen Suggs. As we're approaching 3 minutes of play here in the first quarter. 20-17. Magic on top. There's a shot. I believe that was Banchero with the shot. No good. Oh, no, that was Bane that had the shot. He's 2 of 6 shooting as Miles Turner coming with the layup. That's 6 for him. And the Bucks are within 1. As well have a timeout called by the Magic. 2:37 to play in the first. Orlando leading it 20-19. We'll be back. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at the lineup set for Orlando. We got Jones, Richardson, Black, Isaac, and Bidaze. So it's a total switch on the court. And let's see, we got Cole Anthony and Gary Trent Jr. checking into the game for the Bucks. 2:37 to play. See Jonathan Isaac feeds it over to Anthony Black, and Anthony Black with the slam dunk. And the lead is up to 3. Look at that, 15-6 run in nearly over a half a quarter for the Orlando Magic. Anthony, he'll shoot the 3. That is off the back iron. Bidaze coming down with the rebound. Jace Richardson has it. Richardson getting back-to-back appearances in games in the series so far. As Jace Richardson feeds it back over to Bidaze. Bidaze back over to Anthony Black. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Richardson. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Jace Richardson, his first 3 points of the game. And now Orlando has their largest lead at 6. Cole Anthony, and that's stolen by Jace Richardson. Richardson looks like he might actually have some stats to talk about. Feeds it over to Anthony Black. Black back over to Tyus Jones, back over to Black. Anthony Black will feed it back over to Jonathan Isaac. He'll shoot the 3. That is in and out. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound. Anthony feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo put the shot up. That's off the back iron. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Jace Richardson here. 1 minute to play here in the first. The Magic leading by 6 right now. They lead the series 1-0 right now in Game 2 of this Eastern Conference Finals. Tyus Jones will shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. As we have 40 seconds to play here in the first. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo, back over to Gary Trent Jr., 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. We got Antetokounmpo. He will drive it down the lane, no good, but Bidaze coming down with the shot clock turned off. Tyus Jones crossing the half-court line to Richardson. Richardson will put the shot up, that's no good. Trent Jr. has it. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Trent Jr. feeds it over to Giannis. Giannis coming around the layup. That's no good. Isaac with it. Feeds it over to Black. And Black will shoot the half-court 3. That's no good. And we are done with the first quarter here in game number 2. The Orlando Magic leading the Bucks 25-19. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, and hit the subscribe button. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Getting ready to start the second quarter here in Milwaukee. I believe that is Bidaze feeding it over to Tyus Jones on the inbound. Anthony Black out on the court, as well as Mo Wagner. And I believe, who is that now? Desmond Bane. Okay, so that was the lineup set there. So we got Trent Jr., Kuzma, Anthony, Portis Jr., Smith. So it is Rollins, Anthony, Smith, Trent Jr., and Portis Jr. Okay, and there's a miss right there. Orlando came down with the rebound. He didn't quite get a chance to see it there for a second as you see Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. 25-19, Orlando on top. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals here. Orlando looking to try to take both games here in Milwaukee. Milwaukee had an 8-game winning streak going into Game 1 of the series. That came to an end thanks to Desmond Bane's shot. Rollins will miss that one. Mo Wagner coming down with it, as I said. Feeds it back over to Bane. Desmond Bane coming inside. Feeds it over to Jones. Jones will shoot the 3. That's no good. Black will come down with the offensive rebound. Back over to Mo Wagner. 10 on the shot clock here. Over a minute into the second quarter. Nobody has scored yet for either team. Desmond Bane, he'll shoot the bucket. That's good. That's 8 for Desmond Bane. And now Orlando with their largest lead at 8. Largest lead by any team right now, with it being 27-19. Orlando had a 13-point lead in the first half. Milwaukee was able to come back and actually have a 9-point lead of their own in the fourth quarter, as you see Gary Trent Jr., his first points of the game. The Magic shooting 11 of 24, the Bucks 10 of 24 right now. As we're over 2 minutes into the second quarter here, there's a miss by Mo Wagner, but Anthony Black coming down with the rebound here. 10 again on the shot clock. Mo Wagner still holding on to it right now. 5 on the shot clock. Wagner back over to Bane. He'll shoot the 2. That's no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Back over to Trent Jr. Bane 8 points on 3 of 9, shooting 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. You see Trent Jr. will make the bucket. That's good. That's 4 points for Gary Trent Jr. Here the defense here. Desmond Bane, he'll shoot the 3. He will miss it. Rollins coming down with the rebound. He's back over to Gary Trent Jr. now. 17 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony. As we're now 3 minutes into the second quarter here. 27-23. Cole Anthony. He's back over to Portis Jr. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Bobby Portis Jr. His first points of the game, and that's a 7-0 run by Milwaukee. They're within 1. Back over to Desmond Bane. Bane, he'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 11 points for Desmond Bane, the first player from Milwaukee, or for Orlando, I should say, to reach double figures. And we'll have a timeout called by the Magic, or by the Bucks, I should say. 8:29 to play in the second. 30-26, Milwaukee on top. Coming out of the timeout here. Sorry about that, guys. I got a little sidetracked for a second. So it's going to be difficult for me to get the lineups out. So we see Portis Jr. staying out on the court. I think Cole Anthony still as well. Giannis is checking back into the game, as well as Kevin Porter Jr. checks back into the game for Milwaukee. So is Taurean Prince. So that's a lineup set there. Let's see. We have Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, Banchero, Bane, and Bidaze. That's the lineup set for the Magic. Porter Jr., I think that was Porter Jr. that missed it there. Banchero. 16 rebounds already for the Orlando Magic. As you see, Anthony Black will shoot the 3. That's no good. Bidaze will get the bucket there. His first 2 points of the game. And the lead is up to 6 again. Let's see. Bidaze actually had... and that's out of bounds right there. Bidaze only had 4 points in the game. As we see, Wendell Carter Jr. going to check back into the game for Bidaze. Desmond Bane will move to shooting guard. Anthony Black to power forward, or small forward. And let's see here. Kuzma checking back into the game. He's back over to Porter Jr. 32-26. Orlando on top here. Antetokounmpo, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. Jones feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero with the bucket. That's 10 points for him. Banchero had 24 points in the Game 1 victory for the Orlando Magic. And the lead is up to 8 again, matching their largest lead. Antetokounmpo, that is no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Paolo Banchero still holding on to it. 15 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo got a piece of it, and it's going to go back to the Bucks now. So we're 5 minutes into the second quarter here. 34-26, Orlando on top. Antetokounmpo, 13 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Giannis Antetokounmpo coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 12 for him. 12 points in 14 minutes of play for the Greek Freak. 18 on the shot clock. Desmond Bane, he'll shoot the 3. That's in and out, actually. Antetokounmpo, he's back over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. actually had 9 points in the game. Oh, no, wait a minute. Porter Jr. actually had 9 points in the Game 1 loss. He's holding on to it right now. 2 on the shot clock. He'll put the shot up. That's good. And that's Porter Jr.'s first 2 points of the game. The Bucks shooting 44%. The Magic at 42%. Got Anthony Black as we're over the halfway point of the first quarter here. 34-30, Orlando on top. Bane will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 14 for Desmond Bane. And a lead up to 7 again for Orlando, as we'll have another timeout called by Milwaukee. We're going to take one as well. 5:40 to play in the second quarter. 37-30, the Magic on top. As we are coming out of the timeout, let's see here. We got Jalen Suggs checking back in the game. Same with De Silva. And for Milwaukee, Miles Turner checks back into the game. Let's see here. Kuzma will inbound it, and he'll inbound it to Kevin Porter Jr., who has his first 2 points of the game on the last trip down. Back over to Antetokounmpo. Now on the shot clock, feeds it over to Turner, and that's going to go out of bounds, actually, and that will still remain Milwaukee ball. Mosley's probably thinking, what the hell, guys? Field goal percentage just regular season. You see Miles Turner third in the league at 72.2, but I have a feeling that's actually combination of both the playoffs and the regular season, because I don't think he was that high up in shooting percentage during the regular season. Antetokounmpo, he's going to drop that one in. That's 14 for him. He averaged 26.4 during the regular season. He had 33 in the game 1 loss. Orlando was up by 5. Bane, that shot is no good. Giannis coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo, over to Portis Jr. here. 5 minutes to play until halftime. Giannis coming with the slam dunk. That's 16 for him. And there's a pass to Carter Jr. And Carter Jr., wow. I think Suggs actually got the assist there on that big pass and a lead up to 5 again. Antetokounmpo feed it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That is off front rim. Carter Jr. coming down with it. De Silva feeding it over to Banchero. Banchero with the slam dunk. That's 12 for him. De Silva with the assist. 7-point lead once again for the Orlando Magic. They led by as many as 8 in this so far in this game. Taurean Prince against Bane, feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock. Giannis. 2 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. No good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to De Silva. De Silva over to Banchero. Banchero will miss that one. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. 3:43 to play in the first. Finds over to Kuzma. Kuzma with the slam dunk. Magic 17 of 38, the Bucks 17 of 37. That is the total field goals right now. And Carter Jr. with the slam dunk. Look at that, 16 assists already in this game. 8 points for Wendell Carter Jr. Let's look at the assists here. Over to Kuzma, he'll shoot the 3. That's in there. Kyle Kuzma, that's 8 points for him. 43-39 as we're down to the final 3 minutes of play. As I said, though, they had 22 assists actually in game 1. Bane will shoot the 3. That's good. 17 points for Desmond Bane. I said 22 assists for the Magic in game 1, as I mentioned. And that was before that three-pointer, so I think that might be 17 assists already. Porter Jr. will shoot the 3 as Suggs will be called for his first personal foul, first team foul against Orlando. Kevin Porter Jr. Will shoot three free throws. Try saying that fast 5 times. 3 free throws. See, Porter Jr. had only had 9 points in that game 1 loss, and he'll miss the first one here. He only has 2 points right now. And who's coming back into the game now? That is Anthony Black checking in for Jalen Suggs. That's the only lineup change right now for either team. He'll miss the second one here, and Jalen Suggs checking back in. Okay, that's weird. Wonder what that was about. It is 2K. He'll sink the third one, though. But you only get 1 out of 3 and you're down by 7. You really got to hit those free throws. Milwaukee only had 5 free throw attempts in game number 1 in that loss. They went 3 of 5. Banchero feeds it back over to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That is in and out. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound here. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Back over to Miles Turner. 15 on the shot clock. Kuzma. And there it is to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. coming around with it. That is no good. De Silva coming down with the rebound. 6-point lead for Orlando. Feeds it back over to Suggs. Here the defense, chance here, 10 on the shot clock. To Desmond Bane, 7 on the shot clock. Bane feeds it back over to De Silva. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. And Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. We are 90 seconds to play left of the half here. Miles Turner feeds it back over to Kuzma. Got 10 on the shot clock, and that is almost stolen by Antetokounmpo, but he'll regain it, but he has 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo will lose it, almost lost it again. He'll get the shot up anyway, but that's off the back iron. Jalen Suggs coming down with the rebound. Banchero, there's a shot up, that is no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. 1 minute to play here in the second. In this low-scoring first quarter. And over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. putting the shot up. That is no good. Carter Jr. with the rebound. Jalen Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Giannis with it. Feeds it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Turner will get the offensive rebound in the put-in. That's 8 for Miles Turner. So we're down to the final 30 seconds here in the first half. 46-42 Orlando on top. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic lead the series 1-0. Bane will shoot the 3. That is no good. And Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. It's it back over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. feeds it over to Giannis. Giannis with the slam dunk. That's 18 for him. 4.5 here. Bane. He'll put the shot up, and that is no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half here. And it is 46-44 Orlando on top at the half here. A low-scoring first half, but if you still like it despite the low scoring, hit the like button, comment on this video, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And with that, we are heading to halftime. I'll see you guys in the second half. Back here in Milwaukee, we're getting ready to start the second half here. Magic leading it 46-44. They're looking to try to take a 2-0 series lead. But Giannis Antetokounmpo with 18 points already. He actually showed that he has 11 rebounds as well. He did have 33 points and 20 rebounds on top of that in the Game 1 loss. So he is a 30-20 player, just like Victor Wembanyama. As you see, Suggs taking the inbound from De Silva here. The starting lineups for both teams are out here. We have Suggs, Bane, De Silva, Banchero, and Carter Jr. As De Silva will hit his first 3 points of the game. Every starter has now scored for the Magic, and the lead is up to 5. That says Suggs, Bane, De Silva, Banchero, and Carter Jr. for Orlando. Taurean Prince will shoot the 3. He'll answer that one. And just like De Silva, He finally gets on the board, and now every starter for Milwaukee has scored. And it is Porter Jr., Prince, Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and Turner. De Silva, back-to-back threes on back-to-back trips. And the lead is up to 5 again. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Kuzma. Kuzma back over to Giannis. As we're 1 minute into the third quarter, Antetokounmpo coming around with a slam dunk, and that's 20 for him. All 20 of them have been in the paint so far. 52-49, Orlando on top. As Jalen Suggs will shoot the 3. That's 5 for him. The lead is up to 6. They led by as many as 8. The Bucks since then have only been able to cut it to within 1. Kuzma coming around with the layup. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Desmond Bane feeds it back over to Suggs. Suggs coming around. He's going to go to the line, shooting 2 as Antetokounmpo called for his first personal foul. Doc Rivers not too happy right there. 2 shots for Jalen Suggs. He looks a little shaken up right now, but hey, he got up. He's going to try to attempt to take 2 shots. He's at 5 points right now in this game. He only had 8 points in Game 2 in the Game 1 victory. But let me tell you, he hit 2 big 3-pointers to get them back into the game as he hits the first free throw there. That's 6 for him. But I said those 2 3-pointers in that late stages of the game help put the Magic in position for Desmond Bane to hit his game-winning 3 to steal Game 1 of the series. And this is a low-scoring game right now, but I think this might actually, the lower-scoring games might actually favor the Magic. Shoots them both, makes them both. 7 points for him. The lead is back up to 8 once again. They're matching their largest lead. 14 on the shot clock for Giannis Antetokounmpo and company. Milwaukee coming around. Giannis will put the shot up. That's good. That's 22 for him. 22 points for him as we're 2 minutes into the second quarter here. 57-51, Orlando on top. Game 2, and that's a charging foul called against Banchero. That's his first personal foul, but since that's on the offensive end, that will not be a team foul called against the Magic. Antetokounmpo coming around, holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Banchero holding it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs feeding it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane. He's going to drive it. No, he'll give it up to De Silva. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Taurean Prince coming down with the rebound. 6 points for Tristan De Silva on 2 of 4 shooting. He does have a steal. Prince feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Back over to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Tipped. And Bane coming down with the rebound. 3 minutes into the quarter. De Silva feeds it back over to Banchero. Back over to Suggs. Back to Banchero. 14 on the shot clock. Banchero, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Miles Turner has it here. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Kuzma. 5 on the shot clock. Back over to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over. That's Taurean Prince for 3. No good. Antetokounmpo getting the offensive rebound. And the put-in. 24 for him. Bucks within 4. De Silva. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Feeding it over to Jalen Suggs. So we're approaching 4 minutes into the third quarter. Suggs over to Banchero, who'll shoot the 3. That's no good. And Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Porter Jr., I should say. Porter Jr. feeds it back over to Kuzma. Over to Antetokounmpo. He's inside. Feeds it back over to Porter Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Suggs going coast to coast. Slam dunk for Jalen Suggs. That's 9 for him. The Magic shooting 23 of 53. The Bucks 24 of 53. It's a 6-point lead. There's a three. No good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Back over to Desmond Bane. Bane coming around with a slam dunk. That's 11 for... No, that's 19 for him. And a lead up to 8 once again. Again, matching their largest lead to this point. The Bucks led by as many as 6 early in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo got 5 on the shot clock. Third quarter. And there's a shot right there by Giannis. That's no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound over to Desmond Bane. Bane feeding it over to Suggs. Suggs back over to Bane. 15 on the shot clock. Bane, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. He's back over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. will put the bucket up. That's no good. Suggs coming down with the rebound. Jalen Suggs still holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Tristan Da Silva. Has 6 points in this game. All 6 of those have come in the early part of the third quarter. Banchero. We got under 5 to shoot. Being guarded by Giannis. Banchero puts the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo going coast to coast. Count it! I think that's number 2 against Banchero, and we'll have a timeout called before the free throw. We're going to take one as well. 5:57 to play in the third. 6-point lead for Orlando. Coming out of the timeout here. 6-point lead for Orlando, but Antetokounmpo is going to go to the line. He has 26 points. He's going to try to shoot the N1 opportunity here. 5:57 to play in the third. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic looking to try to take a 2-0 series lead. Milwaukee want to go back, tied at 1 to try to at least force the Game 5. They don't want to go home down 0-2. And he'll miss that one. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Da Silva coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 8 points for Tristan Da Silva. And the lead is up to 8 once again. Kuzma feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. feeds it back over to Prince. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. Taurean Prince. That's 6 for him, and the Bucks within 5. Banchero holding on to it. Feeds it back over to Carter Jr. 10 on the shot clock. Desmond Bane. 8 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. with the slam dunk. He has 10 points, and the Bucks lead it, or the Magic lead it by 7. I keep getting the teams mixed up. Don't ask me why. It is Orlando up 65-58. Antetokounmpo for 3. No good. Bane coming down with the rebound. Desmond Bane feeding it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs feeds it back over to Banchero. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Antetokounmpo coming down the rebound. The Bucks with it. 12 points for Banchero on 5 of 12 shooting. Miles Turner will get the bucket in there. And we'll have another timeout called. This time by Orlando. 4:33 to play in the third. The Magic leading it by 5. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at the lineup change here. We have Anthony Black checking into the game now. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, it is Bobby Portis Jr. checking into the game now. So just one player coming out for each team. We see Anthony Black inbounding it over to Jalen Suggs here as we got 4.5 to play in the third with the Magic leading it by 5. Banchero feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs back over to Banchero here. 8 on the shot clock. Bane will put the shot up. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. And Kyle Kuzma holding on to it right now. He's at the free throw line. Kuzma, he's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Anthony Black, that's his first personal foul. The second team foul, I think. Kyle Kuzma with 8 points right now in this game. Wants to try to become the third player to get into double figures for the Bucks. Trailing by 5 here with 4:04 to play in the third. Kuzma again attempting his first free throw. And he'll make the first one. That's 9 for him as Tyus Jones checking into the game for Jalen Suggs. And that is the only change right now for either team. He'll make the second one. Makes them both. That's 10 for Kyle Kuzma. 65-62 Orlando on top as we're down to the last 4 minutes of play here in the third. The last 16 minutes, at least, of regulation. Carter Jr., he'll miss that one. Portis Jr. coming out with the rebound. Over to Torian Prince. Prince feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr., 13 on the shot clock. Porter Jr. He'll put the layup up. That's over to Turner. Turner will shoot the three. That's good! Miles Turner with 13 points, and we are tied at 65. Milwaukee on a 7-0 run right now. Tyus Jones feeds it over to Black. Why did I say layup earlier? Jones will shoot the three. That's no good. Kuzma with the rebound. He got 20 on the shot clock here. Feeds it over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. holding on to it right now. Feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Back over to Prince. 7 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Portis Jr. He's going to come around the layup. That shot up. No good. Banchero with the rebound over to Anthony Black. Black feeding it over to Desmond Bane. Bane will put the shot up. That's good. 21 points for Desmond Bane. And a lead up to 2 once again for the Orlando Magic. They're shooting 27-63. The Bucks 28-62. So we're approaching 2.5 minutes of play here in the third. 2-point lead for Orlando here in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Porter Jr. will shoot the three. That's no good. Carter Jr. coming out with the rebound over to Desmond Bane. Crossing the half-court line right now. 3 points for Kevin Porter Jr. on 1 of 9 shooting. He does have 6 assists. Jones feeds it back over to Carter Jr. over to Desmond Bane. 9 on the shot clock. Bane, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. 67-65. Orlando on top. Kuzma, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Desmond Bane. Feeds it back over to Bane. 1:40 to play here in the third. 67-65. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic leading the series 1-0. Bane will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 24 for Bane. Timeout, Milwaukee. We're going to take one as well. 1:28 to play in the third. 70-65, Magic on top. Let's look at the lineup change coming out of timeout here. We got somebody checking into the game now. I can't really saw who that was. And let's see, we got more names that are going to go too fast for me. Rollins checks into the game for the first time in the second half. Portis Jr. also out there as Ryan Rollins. No, that's Portis Jr. That's 5 for him. Coming off the bench. 2 points coming right off the bench here. Anthony Black. Vidaze out on the court. Feeds it over to Goga Vidaze. He'll miss that one. Portis Jr. coming out with the rebound. Rollins, Antetokounmpo. That Gary Trent Jr. and Portis Jr. As Antetokounmpo, he has 28 points. And just like that, that's 4 quick points coming out of timeout here. Bucks within 1. That's the closest they have been. Jet Howard into the game for the first time. Howard coming around, feeds it over to Vidaze. Vidaze will get the slam dunk. That's 4 points for him. That actually matches, I think, his game 1 total. Antetokounmpo coming around with a slam dunk of his own. That's 30 for him. Another 30-point game for the Greek Freak. In a watch game. Stop me if you heard that before. It's a 1-point lead. Anthony Black holding on to it right now. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. Jones feeds it back over to Anthony Black. He'll shoot the three, and that's in there. Oh, Anthony Black. Huge three-pointer there. Shot clock turned off. Antetokounmpo coming around the layup. That's good. 32 for him. Jones, he'll shoot the three. That'll be an air ball, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here. We have a close one. The Magic leading it 75-73. Please leave a like, comment on this video, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter coming up right after this. Back here in Milwaukee, getting ready to start the fourth quarter, but first we'll have State Farm assist of the game. It looks like that might go to Paolo Banchero. That would look like it was an alley-oop. I didn't know who got the alley-oop, but Banchero got the assist of the game as we have Antetokounmpo, Rollins. Is that Cole Anthony out there? So it is Rollins, Anthony, Portis Jr., Trent Jr., and Antetokounmpo. Cole Anthony with a shot up, that's no good. Bedaze coming down with the rebound. Desmond Bane has it. Mo Wagner out on the court. Tyus Jones and Anthony Black. So that is the lineup set for both teams. Mo Wagner feeds you back over to Black. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Gary Trent Jr. with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Ryan Rollins with the bucket. That's no good. Tyus Jones with the rebound. Tyus Jones feeds it back over to Anthony Black. 14 on the shot clock here. Nearly 1 minute to play here. Wagner feeds it over to Bedaze. Bedaze with the slam dunk. That's 6 for him, and the lead is up to 4 again. As I said, the Magic led by no more than 8 points on numerous occasions. The Bucks have only been able, since then, only cut it to within 1. They have not been able to retake the lead or tie. As you see, that's a stolen again. And you see Tyus Jones, he'll miss that one. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Ryan Rollins here. 15 on the shot clock. 77-73 Orlando, as you see the score. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals here. You see Giannis with the bucket, and it's 34 for him. 34 for him. He had 33 in game 1. Now he has 34. Bane will shoot the three. That's off the front rim, it looked like. And Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. coming around the lane. Oh, it looked like maybe Bedaze may have had a piece of it, but I know it hit the backboard as well. So who knows what that's going to go under here. Got 13 on the shot clock here. Desmond Bane. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming out with the rebound over to Ryan Rollins. Feeds it back over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. 10 on the shot clock. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah. He puts it. Oh no! Look at that. Mo Wagner getting the block there. And Orlando once again controlling it. 9 minutes to play here in the fourth. It's a 2-point lead for the Magic. Desmond Bane feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. He'll shoot the three. That is off the back iron. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Giannis. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Ryan Rollins. Back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak with it. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony. Anthony coming around. He'll put the shot up, and he's going to go to the line. Shooting 2. Anthony Black called for his second personal foul. Cole Anthony with a chance to get his first points of the game. He had 8 points in the game. He had 8 points in the game 1 loss, but he has been held off the score sheet right now as far as points go here. Cole Anthony will hit the first one, so that's his first point of the game. So Mo Wagner going to the bench. Banchero coming back into the game for the Magic and for the Bucks. Let's look at it. Anthony Trent Jr. Is that Kuzma? Portis Jr. and Greek Freak, and Cole Anthony will sync up both, and we are tied at 77 with 8.5 to play here in the fourth. Timeout called, Orlando. 8:29 to play in the fourth. We're going to take a timeout. We're all squared at 77. Coming out of timeout here, 8:29 to play in the fourth. All tied at 77. Here in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, it's 1-0. Orlando, as I said, the Magic looking to try to take the first 2 games of the series. See Banchero taking the inbound from Bedaze. Banchero, he's going to come around. That's in there. That's 14 for Paolo Banchero. And the Magic lead it by 2 once again. Antetokounmpo, he'll lose it. Banchero with the steal. Banchero still has it. He'll shoot from the free throw line. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Gary Trent Jr. now has it. And Banchero with another steal. Over to Anthony Black. He thought about taking a shot for a second, but didn't. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Back over to Black. Feeds it over to Tyus Jones. 7 on the shot clock. Tyus Jones feeds it back over to Banchero. He'll shoot from inside. That's off the back iron. Gary Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound here. 7.5 to play here in the fourth. 79-77. Antetokounmpo. He's going to come around. He'll put the shot up. That is good, and we are tied at 79. That's 36 for him. Here the defense here. The Tyus Jones. He's it back over to Desmond Bane. We got 10 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the three. That's good. Desmond Bane, 27 points. He matches his game one total. It's 82-79. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Kyle Kuzma. We got 10 on the shot clock. Kuzma. 5 on the shot clock here. 2 on the shot clock. Kuzma will put the shot up. That is no good. Tyus Jones coming down with the rebound. Got 6.5 to play here in the fourth. Banchero feeds it back over to Tyus Jones. Back to Banchero, who shoots the three. No good. Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma. Over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis, he'll easily get that layup in there. That's 38 for him. Bucks within one once again. They have not been able to take the lead at all in the second half. They only tied the game up once, and now a chance for the Bucks to take their first lead of the half. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it back over to Anthony. He'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Got Anthony Black holding on to that one. Right now he has it. He'll put the shot up. He uses the backboard. That's in there. That's 7 points for Anthony Black off the bench. 34-81 for the Magic, 35-77 for the Bucks. The Magic leading it by 3, under 5.5 to play in the fourth. Giannis feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. We got 8 on the shot clock. Gary Trent Jr., he'll shoot the 2, or 3 I should say. No good. Midaze coming down with the rebound. They got Paolo Banchero. Here the defense chance right now. Feeds it back over to, I believe that was Tyus Jones for 3. And the lead is now up to 6. It's an 8-2 run, I believe. Let's see, Cole Anthony feed it over to Portis Jr. He'll shoot the bucket, no good. Midaze coming down with the rebound. Tyus Jones feeds it back over to Bane. 4:35 to play here in the fourth. Now it's 4:35, I should say. Bane, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Under 4.5 to play here in the fourth. 87-81. Orlando on top. As we have 10 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony driving it, but he'll feed it over to Kuzma. Kuzma will shoot from inside. No good. Anthony Black with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Over to Tyus Jones. Here the defense chance here. Under 4 to play here. Bane will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 30 for him. And it's a 9-point lead. It's a 13-4 run, actually, in the last 7+ minutes. Antetokounmpo, he has 38 points. He's going to drive it. He'll put the layup up. That's good. That's 40 for him. Thought he had 40 already, but no, makes it 40 right there. And that is what the Bucks need here. They're within 7. Magic actually had their largest lead up by 9, actually, just right before that bucket. Banchero feeds it over to Jones. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Kuzma coming down with it. He's crossing the half-court line here. Back over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 42 for him. And we'll have a timeout called. 3 minutes to play. Magic leading it 90-85. We'll be back. 3 minutes to play here in the fourth. Coming out of timeout. Let's see. We got Suggs, Bane, De Silva. I believe Wendell Carter Jr. checking back into the game as well. Let's look at the lineup. Porter Jr., Prince. They checked back into the game. As you see, Banchero feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. He has 30 points of his own. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Torian Prince with a chance to get closer. Antetokounmpo coming around. Just passes that up. I think he could have made that shot. Back over to Miles Turner here. 10 on the shot clock. Turner, he'll miss that one. Under 2.5 to play here in the fourth. It's a 5-point lead. Jalen Suggs feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Wendell Carter Jr. with the bucket. That's 12 for him. And the lead is up to 7 again. They led by as many as 9. Antetokounmpo, he'll put that shot up. That's not going to fall in. Carter Jr. with the rebound. De Silva across to the half-court line. Tristan De Silva feed it over to Banchero. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. That's 17 for Paolo Banchero, and the lead is up to 10. That's Orlando's largest lead of the game. Under 2 to play here in the fourth. Kyle Kuzma feeds it over to Miles Turner. Back over to Giannis. He can shoot from the outside. And Banchero will come out with another steal. That's his third one, I think, in this quarter for sure. Desmond Bane holding on to that one, trying to figure out a way to drive it to the net here as we're under 90 seconds to play. Bane, that's no good. Torian Prince coming down with the rebound. Prince feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, he's going to bulldoze his way, but that's no good, but he'll get the offensive rebound. That's no good. Banchero with the rebound. Suggs has it now for Orlando. 15 on the shot clock here. 1 minute to play here in the fourth. 95-85, Orlando on top. They're 1 minute away from taking a 2-0 series lead. Bane will shoot the three. Ice cold for Desmond Bane. That's ice cold veins right there. That's 33 for him. And the lead up to 13. 45 seconds to play here in the fourth. Giannis is sent on the shot clock now. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Porter Jr. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Banchero coming down with the rebound. Desmond Bane feeding it back over to De Silva. De Silva coming with the layup. That is no good. Carter Jr. with the offensive rebound. Suggs for three. Oh, what else? That's 12 for Jalen Suggs there. Shot clock turned off. 16-point lead for Orlando. It's academic. The Magic fans are standing up right now. Any of the Magic fans here in Orlando, as you see, Torian Prince will shoot the three. That's no good. Shot clock turned off, and they do have to cross the half-court line here. And that's going to do it. The Magic are going to walk away with a 101-85 victory. They take the first 2 games in Milwaukee and now head home, leading the series 2-0. Orlando 2 wins away from heading to the NBA Finals in my season playthrough. Stunned crowd here in Milwaukee. Are they, the Milwaukee faithful, going to see the Bucks for the last time this season? Who knows? Desmond Bane, no surprise, getting player of the game there. It's time for the post-game player stats brought to you by 2K Sports. We always start off with the home team here. We start off with the Milwaukee Bucks. 40-20 game for Giannis Antetokounmpo, 42 points, 22 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Not enough for the Bucks. Miles Turner with 13 points, 5 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma with 10 points and 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Torian Prince, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Bobby Portis Jr., 5 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Gary Trent Jr., 4 points, 5 rebounds. Kevin Porter Jr. only had 3 points, 6 assists. Cole Anthony, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Then you got Ryan Rollins with 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a block. Tyler Smith, only 1 rebound. Chris Livingston, Jericho Sims, Andre Jackson Jr., and AJ Green, and Amir Coffey did not play for the Bucks. And now for the victorious Orlando Magic, who take the first 2 games in Milwaukee. They're led once again by Desmond Bane with 33 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Paolo Banchero at double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Jalen Suggs, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. a double-double himself, 12 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist. Tristan De Silva had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Anthony Black with 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Goga Bitadze, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. Tyus Jones with 3 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, followed by Jace Richardson with 3 points and a steal. Mo Wagner, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Jonathan Isaac had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block. Jet Howard had 1 assist. Noah Penda was the only player who did not play for the Orlando Magic in this game. And that will do it for your post-game player stats. We are back in the Western Conference. This time will be Game 2 between the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Just like in real life, the Spurs took Game 1 of that series, and at the time of this recording, I recorded this game after Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, so that means this video was made before Game 7 for this game, and by the time the next video comes out, by the time Game 2 video of the Spurs and the Thunder series will come out, we'll already know who will be facing the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals, whether it be the Spurs or the Thunder in real life. But I can tell you this right now, these are recorded in advance to the point that the Game 1 video for the Spurs and the Thunder will already have been out for about 5 hours before the tip-off of Game 7 of the real life series. So I'm trying to get these videos out as fast as I can. I can tell you this right now, Games 3 and 4 of the Spurs-Thunder series, those will be early uploads as well, as I want to get those out for a few hours before the actual game, for the actual NBA Finals games that are taking place. And that is it. As I said, next video will be Spurs, Thunder, Game 2, be there or be squared. If you like what you see, please hit that like button, comment on this video, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like this content, as well as hit the bell icon to receive notifications when my videos do come out. And if you are able to like what my channel and you want to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App, as well as where you can find me on X and Instagram. And with that, I will remind everybody the final score of the game. The Orlando Magic go into Milwaukee and they take the first 2 games of the series. They defeat the Bucks 101-85, and now they have a 2-0 series lead as the series will shift back to Orlando for game number 3. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.